Howdy. Some weather from the north, at least to begin with. Really interesting clouds today. Maybe you have to increase this a bit in order to pull forward some features. Let's see. Do we get anything out of that? I could have done this in advance, but I didn't. So now you can see what I do. And be witness of me not doing any Photoshop things to my pictures. Just increasing the contrast and lightening or adjusting in order to pull forward some features. Now I wanted to point out we have this featherly-like structure. Maybe we take another color. This one here, equally spaced. And then we have really straight lines here, many of those. Double layer boundaries, or however you call it. And here we have some other layers, other boundaries. And I thought they were really neat and they were moving in a nice way, but I didn't have the time or the patience to make videos. Nor do I have the memory space. I'm running out of memory space all the time. So this is how it looks from the ground. And this was the situation, the wind situation, approximately at the time I took the picture. So now let's hop over to satellite imagery. 12 hours. So the pictures are taken somewhere here. Eastern Finland. Here. At the plasma rock site or near the plasma rock site. And you can see that we are sandwiched in between different weather systems. It is pushing from the east, but I guess since we have this surface conductivity anomaly here all over the place, Kursk magnetic anomaly and stuff, this region is standing quite strong and not leaving this going on or coming here. It turns away. So we have been here in this kind of clinch. Now let's zoom out a bit more in order for everyone to see what's going on. So there is some cold air creeping into Scandinavia. And there is this stronger low pressure system over the Siberian traps, which is in a way pushing stuff here, and then it goes either downwards or northwards. And I was thinking today, it looks really interesting, our sky, and I wanted to show you first that temperature-wise, there is not that much going on. So now let's have just a quick look. There's a little bit of differential in temperature. Here is a little bit darker region. But otherwise, I wouldn't say that there is really big temperature differences. There isn't any hot air coming from anywhere or any really cold air in order to get a really strong temperature difference, which can trigger thunderstorms according to common theory. So now let's go over to radar because it's really neat. We didn't have even a real spring yet. It's cold. 15 degrees was maybe the hottest until now. But I guess today There has been many lightning strikes in Finland, despite the missing heat. So that's, here is one convergence zone, here's another convergence zone. And what I mean with convergence zone is, I don't know if that's the really correct term for that. I'm not a scientist. But anyway, there is this weather system which is somehow pushing from the west, or is keeping its place locked here, Kursk magnetic anomaly and such. And then we have from the eastern pushing here. And it goes either north or southwards. So here in the middle, between those two, or at the border zone of these, there is pressure built up in the atmosphere. Clouds will get created in those zones where is more pressure. When you compromise like air on atmospheric layers and these kind of things, they will create energy since they are under pressure. It doesn't need really heat, obviously, like we have here. It's almost the same temperature everywhere. There's no big heat differential anywhere here on this map. Maybe a few degrees, but that's not too much. But still, nonetheless, there is many lightning strikes. For this being this kind of cold weather event, I would say. Here where you have those regions, and I heard thunder. I haven't seen any lightning or anything. But it was a really interesting sky today to watch. It was really interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to show you that. We had some lightning strikes, and I think that there could be also this kind of drought warning in some areas in Finland. So the possibility for having some fire ignited by a lightning strike is given. Let's see, what do we have going on in Central Europe? Whoa! That's quite something. And it just started. That's live from Central Europe, so it gets charged up. I have been warning about bad weather in Europe since last fall. Since I had noticed something going on with the jet. No, it's not really the jet stream. I think more about the sea itself, Atlantic oscillation, Gulf Stream and such. We could actually zoom a bit more out and check out if there's anything now going up here, like this warmer weather, which could bring even us some spring than once, or even summer. Despite, I think it doesn't look really good for summer. It might get warmer, but you couldn't really call it summer, I guess. Or at least not the summer as you know it. Maybe just a warm weather occurrence. Now let's see how this. Yeah, that looks interesting here. Sorry for jumping. This could reach us later, but I don't think so. It might just bounce off and go either northwards, which is the more likely possibility, I guess, or it moves southwards, but I don't think it comes here. Would be cool to have some weather here, but the plasma rocks are somehow protecting us from thunderstorms and such here in this town. Yeah, I think so. Because I have been watching the weather here in this town since I live here, and I have been wondering that what's going on with the thunderstorms. Why then they never come here almost. Really rare. And I think I found out why. Because we have the plasma rocks, and they are probably highly charged on the positive side, how to put it, plus, which attracts or which creates this kind of high pressure system because it is charged positively. Yeah, that's just my theory. Positive spins like this, negative spins like this on the northern hemisphere at least. And that's a low pressure system. Low. And that's a high pressure system. So that's why the weather or bad weather really doesn't approach the city here. But anyway, I think people in Central Europe, France, Germany, Switzerland, Italy, Croatia, Austria, probably later on in the evening, also Germany, Kaiserstuhl Vulcano. There might be quite some rainfall today, maybe even some flash flooding stuff going on. So be aware of that. And maybe also the light goes out if there's some interruption with electricity, which is always possible. And I think it's really interesting still that we have this region with really low cloud density. Why? I don't know. Something going on the ground for sure. But I think I will leave it here. I don't know. I forgot what I was to tell about in the first place. So. Nice weather, winter lightning, or spring, or however you put it in Finland, and bad weather in Central Europe. Thanks.